Hey guys, well, welcome back to Cultivation with Christy. I'm Christy. I'm going to be on the road most of the day tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to be able to film anything when I get home, so I was going to do a little bit today and kind of give you an update. We have had these guys a week, I think. Maybe a day or two over a week. I can't remember what day of the week we got them last week, but I think they're integrating well with the adult chickens because these little ladies, big ladies, hang on, are not going to bed in the evening if I forget to put these up before it gets dark. So they've slept outside on this roost here for a couple of nights because I didn't get these two in time. So I guess they weren't going to sleep in the coop if these guys were still outside. They were going to sleep outside with them, which I'm assuming is good news, right? That means they're part of the flock, right? If you're going to sleep outside, I'm going to sleep outside. They're still skittish of me, probably because I keep grabbing them to bring them inside and outside and inside and outside because they're staying in the garage. Trying to get them to come out. Red, be nice. And get out of my calla lilies. Alright, I figured while I was out here, since I let the chickens out and I was going to have to watch them anyway because they're destructive and they're over there by my grain stock. I'm going to have to go get them. Anyway, that I would set up these beds. Hang on, I got to go run off some chickens. That works too.
He didn't need that ball, right?
No. See, on this one, and I did the same thing over there, but I got a little, just want to get it done. But what we did was put weed barrier along the border, not for necessarily the weeds, but because I leveled it, I lifted it up on this side, so there's a gap. So I just put the weed barrier in there, really just to hold the dirt in. As many as it takes. According to the soil chart calculator, it should take all of these bags for this one, and then all of those bags for that one. But since we added the logs, it may not take as much. Alright. Sorry, I get into just get it done mode, especially when I have Adon's help, that I don't stop and film and describe what is going on. But like I said, put the weed barrier down just to hold in the dirt. You can see where the weed barrier was, all of that dirt would have been spilling out because of the angle. And I decided to leave this to prop it up on because that would have been a lot of bricks to have to line them up in the front like I did this one. And I moved this one forward compared to those two because I've got more space in between these beds than I do on those beds. So they're not equal, but they're functional. And then we got the raspberry bush settled. So I took it out of the pot. We used the grill cover so we wouldn't stab ourselves because it is very thorny. But hopefully it'll be happier over there. Then this one, we did the exact same thing and filled it up. I forgot I had extra weed barrier, so instead of a tarp, I've got weed barrier on that to try to start suffocating out the weeds. I have to put a brick on that. I always keep bricks in the garden. They're very useful. Frost fabric, tarps, weed barrier, any of that. Bricks are useful. So, I'll go back over here with the twins. It feels like it's about to rain, which is fortuitous for me because I'm going to put some plants in the ground. I'm not going to do the mint. I got to figure out what to do with the mint. I'm going to do the walking onions, the sorrel, this guy. I'm also just going to go ahead and throw these eucalyptus in the ground. Let's do this. These here. Because most of this stuff I'm going to put in those beds. I think that's it. And then if I have room, I'll do some more holy basil. Alright, I got a few things planted kind of chaos garden style, which a few of these are perennial, so I may regret that later. But I've got horehound over here, like the stuff they make old-fashioned horehound candy with. Some more of those flowers. That was just one that I had extra of. Zinnias. I think this is a pepper, but I have no idea what it is. The eucalyptus, we're gonna die either way, so just put those out here. Rosemary, I've never had the rosemary from seed make it after I transplant it, so I don't know that that's gonna make it. Put the raspberry out here. And then I got my walking onions and sorrel in this one. And I have at least 2 lavender in the green stock that I want to put out here. I think I'm going to put some oregano over here. I may put those flowers, the perennial flowers in the green stock in this pot now that it's available, because I think it's going to bush out quite a bit. But that's a project for another day, because now that I'm filthy, I've got to go wrangle these chickens and put them up, put my level up, and get everybody in for the night. Look at those cucumbers coming along. Sneak peek. I went ahead and I did water all of those plants because I wasn't sure if it was going to rain, and my luck, it's not going to rain if I didn't water, so I'm going to water. Alright, everybody's been secured. The baby chicks are in bed. I'm sweating. Gnats are everywhere. Mosquitoes are getting me. So that's it for me today. I will mulch the area later and move these green stock plants over there a little later too. Alright guys, that's it for today. See ya.